Okay, now we're recording.
Okay, how are we going to introduce ourselves?
That's a good question.
Hello, everybody. It's Andrea.
And Laura.
We are here with our new video series for kids and people who like kids' books. It's called
New Book Tuesday, Youth Edition.
Yeah! So let's get right at it. We're simply here once a month to tell you about the new stuff that we have that's just about ready to be checked out.
First, we've got some new installments in old favorites. We've got Hawk by James Patterson, which is the first in a new series that's a sequel series to Maximum Ride. And of course, we've got Midnight Sun, which is Twilight from Edward's perspective.
I like it. Interesting. Well, Laura and I were looking at our early readers recently and discovered that we needed more books about Daniel Tiger and superheroes. So we've got tons of new superhero books, which are going to be a blast, perhaps literally.
They're going to be super.
And tons of Daniel the Tiger readers too, as well as a single book full of stories. So come and get your Daniel Tiger fix. We have a ton of series who have come out with new books. Press Start has its latest. It's called Super Rabbit Boys Time Jump. Of course, everyone's favorite, Dogman. And this time, the play on title words is called Grime and Punishment. Mac B. Kid Spy has a new book. It's called The Sound of Danger.
Ooh.
I wonder what Sound of Danger sounds like.
I don't know. Maybe like a violin.
Maybe.
There's a violin there.
I imagine a creaky door. And of course, all of you narwhal lovers, our very first new holiday book is in, and it is Happy Narwholidays!
We have some exciting new sci-fi, fantasy, and thriller books. We have The Glare by Margot Harrison.
It's so bright.
It's so bright, but also terrifying because it's about a first-person game on the internet that might be killing people.
Ooh.
Not good. Not what you want.
Super creepy.
Yep. If we want more creepy things, because it's almost Halloween,
True.
we have Harrow Lake, which is, it looks like a terrifying horror story. I'm excited to read it, and probably during the daytime. We have Alatsoe, which is also about ghosts. The main character is a Lipan Apache girl who can see ghosts, talk to them, maybe bring them back from the dead, but not if they're human. You can't bring people back from the dead. She gets in a mysterious predicament and she has to figure out what's really happening.
Sounds like a well-crafted world.
Sounds like it. Lots of world building.
A lot of people loved the Babies and Doggies board book. And guess what? They came out with a new one called the Babies and Kitties book.
Perfect.
So all you babies and kitty lovers, come and get this one. It's beautiful. We also have a new graphic novel series that I'm particularly excited about. The title has a great play on words. It's called PB&J. But it's not referring to our favorite spread. It's not about peanut butter. It's about a pea, a bee, and a blue jay. It's very clever and has lots of wordplay. And it has really beautiful illustrations that help tell the story.
Lots of color. I like it.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Speaking of graphic novels, we've got some for teens as well. We've got All Together Now, which is the sequel to All Summer Long, about a girl and her band and music. It's pretty great.
I might have to read that one.
You should, it's lovely. We have Displacement, which is about a modern day girl who time travels into one of the Japanese internment camps in World War II, where her grandmother is. It's got a really cool color palette, some very nice illustrations, and it's sure to be really moving.
What a great concept.
Yeah. Moving away from graphic novels and into regular realistic fiction, we've got The Voting Booth, which is definitely something that is on all of our minds lately. The Voting Booth is about two teenagers voting in their very first election, but one of them gets turned away at the polls. So they spend the whole election day going from polling place to polling place, trying to get his vote to be counted. And along the way, they might find a connection.
Award-winning Jacqueline Woodson is back with another chapter book that I think many will enjoy. It's called Before the Ever After, and it's about a young boy whose father is a former football player. They've had a great life together, but the boy is starting to notice some differences about his dad. Problems with his memory, and they start to wonder if it's related to his former professional football career. So, realistic fiction, but in true Jacqueline Woodson fashion, it's written in verse.
Very nice.
This is a book that I am dying to read. It's called Skunk and Badger by Amy Timberlake. It is a chapter book, but it's illustrated by John Clausen. So those of you who know the series of picture books about the hat, I want my hat back. He's illustrated this book. And by an interesting turn of events, Skunk and Badger are forced to live together.
Oh no.
So they must find a way to coexist, but as you can imagine, it's difficult living with a skunk. And Badger's very particular. They're very different creatures. So, read it and find out the exciting conclusion. That's all for today.
If you'd like to get a closer look at the books that we talked about, we'll be showing pictures of them for the rest of this video.
We'll see you at the library.